Hello humans, I'm Yoshiller, and welcome back to some more Kirby 64 in this REDUX walkthrough of mine. Parts of this walkthrough are uploaded at noon and 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time every weekday. In the previous part of this walkthrough, I collected all of the crystal shards in planet Neostar, which is the 4th planet of this game. After I did that, I unlocked the 5th planet of this game, which is known as Shiver Star, and this is probably my favorite planet in the game. But I want you to look at this planet for a second. Does it seem a little familiar, what with the moon and it's spinning and... It looks like a frozen over Earth, doesn't it? You know, I really liked this world, and I still really like it. It's all snow themed, and I love a good snow level, which, by the way, I'll be jumping into right now. It's very, very fun. But when I was a kid, I didn't realize that this planet was supposed to be a frozen over Earth. This pretty much implies that something like global warming happened and melted all of our ice caps, causing everything to get flooded and then frozen over. Or something along those lines. Something really catastrophic. So all this snow is just covering the remains of several people's dead bodies. Isn't that messed up? Oh, hang on. Actually, this is not the ability I wanted. This ability is actually really, really useless. In fact, I should probably describe what I am trying to do. I actually need the fire ability. So, fire and ice, not a good combination. Let me toss that. You need the fire ability combined with some sort of other ability in order to get one of the crystal shards on this level. So I'm going to go ahead and combine bomb and fire so I can get fireworks. Here we go. Oh yeah, so back to the really depressing discussion at hand. Yeah, this is the frozen over Earth. So all the snow looks all calm and peaceful, and you're like, hey, yeah, it's a snow level. But all you're doing is walking on the carcasses of dead bodies. It's messed up. But this dark undertone really makes me like this planet a lot more. And I know that sounds weird to say, but this level, or this world, when you know that this is a frozen over Earth, or it's based on something like that, you really see how messed up this is, but that'll make more sense as levels go on. For now, this is essentially a Winter Wonderland level. We've got bright, happy music, bright, happy colors, lots of white. There's no darkness here, it's just snow, and everyone loves a good snow day, right? I live in California. I don't get snow days. I have to go really far up north if I want to see snow. So seeing this type of level really is a treat. And a good snow level usually changes up the pace. I love them. And this is typically the song that I think of when I think of a snow level. I'm not even kidding you. Lots of games have snow levels, right? But only so many songs really feel like it's fitting for a snow level. So generally when I think of snow or ice levels, I think of this song. Or I think of Ice Cap Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Oh, by the way, this next segment right here, this is a Waddle Dee segment! Yeah, you remember these? You know, he's taking me in a raft, a minecart, and now we're in a sled! This gameplay functions similarly to previous Waddle Dee segments, in which whenever you get to harm, a yellow exclamation point, or rather a black exclamation point and a yellow spark will show up. Press A at the right time to jump over things. Now what you'll want to do is you'll see these little igloos. If you go through them, there's not really any harm in doing so. Sometimes they have healing items. But when you get to this last one, which is coming up in just a second, you'll want to make sure that you do jump so that you can get one of the crystal shards on this level. The first one, in fact. This one right here. There you go. That is the first crystal shard on this level, and it's very easy to miss. Now just enjoy the rest of your sled ride. Be sure to jump over any gaps that you see. It is relatively simple, but that's the idea. This is supposed to be a game made for a beginner-type audience. And now we're going to crash, and I'm going to plummet and roll into this igloo. And here we have a mini-boss fight. In this boss room, I will have to take on a giant snowman. Makes sense. This is a Winter Wonderland world. Shiver Star. Yeah, it's all associated with cold. Using the firework ability, I can actually get this crystal shard up here. I don't think you guys saw it, but that crystal shard was covered in ice, and the only way to break the ice, is to use a fire ability combined with something else. So in this case, I have fire and bomb. So I was able to break open the ice and get the crystal shard inside of it. The third crystal shard can be found here underwater. Now, don't go underwater in real life when there's snow outside. This is extremely deadly. But because this is Kirby, Kirby will not die easily. There is no harm for going into this freezing cold water in this game. Ah! Yeah, so this is the wrong section. Let me go over here. Okay, look for crevices in the ground so that you can actually go underwater. Somewhere there's another crevice and I can go underwater. Here we go. Okay, if you go on this crevice and you swim to the right, I believe, you will find the third and final crystal shard of this level. Yes. Here we go. And there we go. There's the third and final crystal shard right here at the bottom. And now just make your way out and go ahead and complete the level because the level is almost over. But I was talking about how really messed up this world is. Like, I really like this world. There's a lot of creative levels in this world. And, you know, a lot of the levels in this game are very memorable and creative. In fact, all the levels in this game are really creative and memorable. But for some reason, the levels in this world just stick with me the most. And now that I know that there's this really dark undertone that's within each of these snow levels, it really makes things more interesting, because a lot of people just think, oh, hey, haha, Kirby games, they're bright and happy and jolly. Look, it's a snow level, but it's like, do you understand the theme that's going throughout this level? Yes, it's snowy, it's happy, it's bright, it's colorful, it's Kirby. Yes, I understand that. But then it's just, everyone's frozen over, everyone's dead. The only people that are alive here are enemies that are trying to kill you. And typically, yeah, in a Kirby game, there are tons of enemies that are trying to kill you, but it's like, the more I think about it, the more messed up it is. But it's more evident in later levels in this world, which, by the way, are really, really creative. But when you know that really dark undertone, you realize how messed up some of these levels are. But it's so creative. Like, it's creative on top of the already creative level design. Also, be wary of these things. They will jump out from the crevices in the ground and attempt to attack you. But that's okay. There's cake over here. When in doubt, eat cake. You also can kill them if you have the proper ability. There we go. And now I got an extra life. Hooray! And there's a witch over there. I don't know if that's supposed to be a reference to something. I have no idea. But here we go. I'm at the end of the level. Ah, yes, a picnic. That's the one thing you want to do in the snow, right? Have a picnic? I don't know. Whatever. Ah, oh, and this music. It is kind of haunting, isn't it? Ooh. Anyway, that about wraps up this part of my Kirby 64 Redux walkthrough, and I'd like to thank you all for watching. See you all next time in the next part when I take on the second level of Shiver Star, and I explore more of these dark tones. Bye-bye, humans!